Good morning, lovers of Peñasco and all my friends from Yoga at Manny's. I, as well as you, I hope, are missing Yoga at Manny's as well as just going to Manny's in general. This week's sequence, I wanted to get it out before the full moon this Thursday. The full moon is in Scorpio. Scorpio, the water sign, very fluid, emotional, and you're probably going to feel a lot of emotions coming up. Especially with our circumstances being in quarantine. This is my quarantine hair. We are going to be doing a little bit of flow, so you can either add this on to the warm-up that I did a week ago, or you can do your own little warm-up. I am going to get you started. When we do balance, it is focusing on our root chakra. The root chakra is represented by the color red, and the mantra is, I am safe. Right now in our world, this is what we need to be expressing. Today, I am safe. The full moon is all about illumination and closing down, letting go. So what you need to do is find out what is being illuminated in your life that it's time to let go of. All right, think about that as you set your intention today. We're going to start in Tadasana. Tadasana means mountain pose. It is the start of all standing postures. So what I'm going to do is I want your feet first off to be parallel and fists width apart, okay? That's so that your ankles are underneath your knees are underneath your hip sockets, not the outside hips, the hip sockets. So basically it's bone on bone. So really, if you're standing like this and relaxed, your muscles really aren't that engaged. It's the bones that are holding you up. And what we want to do now is lift our toes. And by lifting the toes, now that's going to start to engage my muscles a little more. I want you to feel like you're turning or spiraling your thighs inward. Okay? And that gets easier with time. And then start to pull that navel in, right? Engage that core. And finally, as you start to rise to the crown, envision you're stacking one vertebrae on top of another. Go ahead and roll your shoulders down on your back, down away from your ears. And what happens is your hands become naturally open and receiving, as does your heart and your mind. And then finally, for your drishti, your gaze, I'm going to have you look up slightly. It's called a third eye gaze. So as I look up, now I'm lifting my chin to open up my throat. Actually, it seems like a very easy posture. It's a very strong posture. So start with that engagement, lifting the toes, turning the thighs in, pulling that navel in, and rolling your shoulders on your back. And if you will, you can close your eyes if it helps, or keep them open. I'm going to just get us into our breathing, the Ujjayi breath again. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose only. Try to not clench the teeth or lock the jaw. You want to let go of any stress or tension, anything going on outside your little area, giving yourselves permission to be here for the entirety of this video. And it is a diaphragmatic breathing. So on the inhale, I want you to inflate your bellies first, then fill the ribs, then fill the lungs, bottom to top. And on the exhale, squeezing out. Lungs first, ribs next, and at the end, squeeze. Pull that navel into your spine, up under your ribs, till you are completely empty of air. Inhale, inflate. Feel your belly and back expand. Fill the ribs, fill the lungs, bottom to top. Exhale, squeeze. Use the muscles in your torso to press the air from your bodies all the way down, all the way around, and navel into spine. And just stay with it, relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing that jaw. And being very consciously aware of the inhales and the exhales in the body. The second part of our breath is known as the Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi is Sanskrit for breath of sound, and in our style of yoga, the Hatha yoga, that is how we create our heat and energy versus heating a room. So on the inhale, feel as though the breath flows through the roof of the mouth to the back of your throats and down, like you're bypassing the sinuses. And then on that exhale, I want you to feel like you're fogging the mirror. Make that sound in the throat, but keep the mouth closed because we want to keep that heat inside of our body. Rising through the crown, shoulders relaxing on the back. Relax your cheeks, your tongue, your jaw, and open that throat wide now so you really hear and feel that breath as it resonates inside. And if you're new to yoga, trust me when I tell you, it probably took me about 3 months to figure out the breathing. So don't get frustrated, just keep trying at it and you'll get there. Closing your eyes for just a moment. And let's just tune into our breath. Hearing the sound of your breath. Feeling that movement in the body as you inhale and exhale. Think about your intention for this full moon. What are you prepared to release and let go of in order to allow space, create space for something new and wonderful to come in? Maybe it's all about releasing control of that you can't. Surrendering yourselves to the universe. Once you have your vision, your intention, you're going to seal it in with a nice full 5-count Ujjayi inhale from that low belly. Fill it up from back and sides and keep drawing breath in till it comes all the way up the top of your throat. You're completely full of air. Exhale, squeeze like you're wringing water from a wash rag all the way down, all the way around until navel's into spine. Beautiful. Let's do a little warm up here. On the inhale, reach and rise. This is extended Tadasana. On the exhale, swan dive down. Uttanasana. Till you're empty of breath and navel and spine. You do not have to lock the knees. Inhale, come halfway up. Ardha Tadasana, nice flat back. And then exhale, forward fold again. Uttanasana. Inhale, push into your feet and then sweep those arms all the way back up to standing. Exhale, Uttanasana. Lead with your hearts and fold your bodies in half. Inhales, Ardha, halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. And inhale, rise. Let's do one more of these. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Tadasana, big full inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, squeeze the air from your bellies. Inhale, rise. Hold it at the top, grab that left wrist with your right hand, your feet are planted, big inhale. Exhale, start to pull to the right, crescent moon. Every exhale, go a little deeper. And on the inhales, I really want you to push that breath into the rib cage, cleansing your respiratory system. One more. Inhale, push into your feet as you come to center. Switch the grip. Exhale, take it to your left. Every exhale, go a little bit deeper. If it feels good to you, always monitor your bodies. If it doesn't feel right, back out of it. Inhale, center. Go ahead and close this warm up. Heels down, tuck your tail, lifting your hearts to heaven. Envision that you're dragging your fingers across the sky behind you. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do a little bit of basic sun salutations using the crescent pose. I'm not going to have you jump up and back as you would maybe in a vinyasa. All right, so again, coming into Tadasana. Feet parallel, hands width apart, fists width apart, lifting the toes, turning your thighs in, pulling the navel in, and rolling the shoulders on your back. I'm just going to go ahead and come forward. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, all the way down. The inhale again, Ardha Tadasana, big inhale. On the exhale, put your hands down, step your left foot back into a lunge. So we're going to lead with the left leg. Left knee can be up or down. The inhale, you'll rise, using the strength of your legs to push up. And the exhale comes right back down. Index fingers at 12 o'clock. Take it to plank or table. I'm modifying with the knees down. And it's a vinyasa. So exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale would be a cobra or up dog. And then exhaling back, downward facing dog. Curl the toes, lift the hips, and press it back. Left leg leads, lift it high. Step it through to that lunge. Back knee up or down. Inhale will rise. Push. Use your leg strength to bring yourselves up. Exhale, come right back down and step forward, top of the mat. So it's Ardha Tadasana, big inhale. The exhale folds, Uttanasana. And the inhale rise to extended Tadasana. Right leg leading, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Tadasana, halfway up. Exhale, right foot back, so right leg leads. Inhale, rise. And think 5 counts, inhales, 5 count exhales. Exhale down, check your hands. Plank or table, and vinyasa, chaturanga. Knees can be up or down. Inhale, cobra or up dog hips would actually be off the mat. And exhaling back, downward dog. Right leg lifts, step through lunge. And on the inhale, rise, push. Exhale down, and you're going to step forward, top of the mat. Ardha Tadasana, big inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Again, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, left foot back. Knee up or down. Inhale, rise, push. Exhale, down. Plank or table. Vinyasa on breath. Left leg lifts. Step through lunge. You can use your hand if necessary. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Step forward. Ardha Tadasana. Big inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale, rise. Last set, right leg leading, Uttanasana. Ardha Tadasana. Right foot back. Inhale, rise, crescent warrior. Exhale, down. Plank or table. Vinyasa on breath. Right leg lifts. Step through lunge. On your inhale, you rise up. You don't have to stay at my pace if it's not working for you. Exhale down, because we all breathe different. Bring it forward, top of the mat. Let's close it out. Ardha Tadasana. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise. Pardon me. Heels down, tuck your toe, lifting your hearts to heaven. And hands to heart center in prayer, Anjali Mudra. Now, relax. Close your eyes. I want your palms pressing together, thumbs reaching right towards your heart center. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Tune into that breathing, even it out. From the hips down, think Tadasana. Feet parallel, lift the toes. Turn the thighs in and pull that navel in. And then when you're ready, lower your chin into your chest and bow your heads and just pause. Taking a moment to honor yourselves. Sealing it with your breath. Inhale and exhale. All right. Hold Anjali Mudra prayer. And we're going to start with our right foot. I'm just going to kind of lift and lower my toes. So I'm grounding down into what I call the 4 corners of that foot, your ball and your heel. Find your focus. For me, I typically look out in front of me on the floor, but you can look straight ahead or up. As long as you're finding something that you can stare at that doesn't move, that helps a lot. Now find that breath. And just tune it. Honestly, it will calm your mind. So for a tree, it can be a toe down. It can be a calf. It can be a thigh. And if you put your foot into your thigh, I just don't really want it on the knee at all. Find your focus, and then when you're ready, let's rise up for tree. Envision that I am grabbing your wrists, lifting those hands up a little higher. Rise through that crown and feel the root into that right foot. Now bring this knee forward, left knee forward, foot flex hard, march. Here's my inhale. On my exhale, I'm going to just float down into a standing split. And we use the word split very loosely. Walk your hands back, nose to knee. Inhale, right? Bring it back up. Go slow. If you have to touch down, you have to touch down. Inhale will rise back to march. And the exhale will fold. Doesn't have to be pretty. We're just working on balance. One more set if you can do it. The inhale will rise. The exhale will fold. All right, this time we're going to hold a standing split. I'll go sideways. So I'm going to walk my hands back. It is trying to be nose to knee if you can. And you can see my leg is not lifted that high. If you can do it though, try and take the right hand around your calf. And then if you're feeling really balanced, you can do both hands on the ankle. All right, slowly bring down that left foot next to the right. Inhales Ardha Tadasana. Exhales Uttanasana. Inhale rises extended Tadasana. Heels down, tuck your toe, lift your hearts to heaven, and come back to Anjali Mudra prayer. All right, here we go. We'll give it a go on this side. And so you know, usually with balance, if your right brain or left brain dominated, that's going to be your stronger side. So you'll kind of know right away. And that's the purpose of doing it on both sides, is because you want to balance out the brains. You don't want to be dominant if you can't help it. Again, it's back to balance. Lift and lower the toes on the left foot. Hands in prayer, find your focus. Toe down, calf, or thigh. And maybe tree is just as far as you get today, and that is fine. Obviously, there's no judgment here because you're at home alone. Inhale, rise. Envision I'm grabbing those wrists, lifting you a little bit higher. Rise through the crown if you can. And feel the roots underneath that left foot. Keep breathing. Your breath will calm the mind. Bring the right knee forward. March. Foot flex hard. Let's keep that leg strong. Here's my inhale. My exhale goes into a standing split. The inhale will rise. Go slow. You can tap down if you need to. Woo. And then the exhale will fold. And you're trying to do about 5 counts. Again, don't worry about me. You go at your own pace. Uno más, por favor. This time we're going to hold that standing split. So as you come back in, again, I'll go sideways. Walk the hands back, nose to knee if you can do it. Start there. And then if you start to feel a little better, you take the left hand around the left calf, maybe pulling yourselves a little more. And finally, maybe both hands on the ankle. Excellent. Go ahead and lower right foot down next to left. Let's close this out. Inhales Ardha Tadasana. Exhales Uttanasana. Inhale rises Utthita Tadasana. Heels down, tuck your tail, lifting your hearts to heaven and drawing hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Relax, close your eyes. Tune into that breath. Lower your heads and bow them in honor of yourselves. From the place deep in my soul, which I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor this light that shines deep inside of each of you. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully we will be back at Manny's soon. Missing you all dearly. Have a lovely day. Namaste.